Hello, I'm Deborah Waddell, founder of Record Family History. I help families and organizations preserve their photos, stories, and family history so their memories can be shared for generations to come. As Christine Henneberry wrote for CBC Newfoundland and Labrador, stories let us share information in a way that creates an emotional connection, helping us understand other people's experiences and even apply their lessons to our own lives. That's exactly why I do what I do, to help families keep those emotional connections alive through stories and images. Record Family History exists to encourage and assist people in discovering, recording, and sharing their stories. Every person and every family has a story worth preserving. For me, this work began with my Aunt Patty. She's pictured here. She was a journalist, someone who valued stories deeply, and had always wanted to write a book about her own childhood in Kingsclear, New Brunswick. But as her health declined, she could no longer type or even write the stories out by hand. Years earlier, I'd recorded her reminiscing as we looked through family photos, and another aunt had filmed her telling stories on video. These conversations were already transcribed. Later, when she was in care, I recorded and transcribed phone conversations for additional stories and clarification. From those recordings, I wove together her words, family images, and genealogical context into a keepsake book for her and for us. When she held that book in her hands, she cried with joy. That moment showed me how powerful it can be to help someone tell their story before it's too late. The most urgent time to preserve stories and photos is during life transitions. For example, when an older person is moving from the family home to a retirement residence or care facility. Families are often overwhelmed. They may not have the time, energy, or space to sort through boxes of photos, letters, or memorabilia. And too often, those materials, the very things that tell a life story, are lost or thrown away. By curating, organizing, and digitizing these collections beforehand, we make sure those memories are saved, valued, and easy to share. The ultimate outcome is a custom family history book, something tangible that brings a family story together. Each project is unique, but it may include genealogical research to trace family roots, transcription of life stories from recorded interviews, photo organizing to identify the most meaningful images, digitization of photos, slides, negatives, or documents. Each service can stand alone or become part of a larger legacy project. There are an estimated 1.7 trillion paper photos in the world, about 10,000 per family. But are your photos organized? Can you find the image you want when you want it? Photo organizing and scanning can be the entry point for your family. A simple, manageable first step that often leads to deeper storytelling projects. Many people also have scrapbooks or albums that are one of a kind. But how do you share something like that among children or relatives? Digitizing these albums makes them easy to preserve and share. Once scanned, a scrapbook can become a digital book or PDF something that can be shared infinitely while protecting the original. Many services will scan photos, but very few help people tell the story behind them. My approach is personal and flexible. I can do the work for you, with you, or teach you how to do it yourself. By combining photo management, genealogy, and oral history, I create a process that's meaningful, efficient, and completely customized. The stories most at risk are those of older adults in care, people who still have vivid memories to share, but may not have the means to record them. Often it's their children or grandchildren who reach out, realizing that now is the time to capture those stories. I work primarily within 100 kilometers of Alexandria, Ontario, and also offer virtual services for those farther away. I've spent more than 30 years researching my own family history and 10 years helping others uncover theirs. I served as Vice President of the Quebec Family History Society, where I planned and presented genealogical workshops and helped manage the Society's bookstore. I'm now a board member of the Glengarry Historical Society, continuing to contribute to local heritage projects. I've also completed professional oral history training, and am a member of the evalog.life community of oral history practitioners. Through that work, I've conducted, edited, and transcribed numerous interviews, transforming memories into accessible, meaningful stories. I'm a certified photo manager and have also met the requirements for Legacy Preservation Specialist certification through the Photo Managers. My passion is preserving, organizing, and sharing family photos and stories because they're how we remember, connect, and understand who we are. If you've been thinking about organizing family photos, recording someone's story, or creating a family history book, now is the perfect time to start. Visit recordfamilyhistory.com or reach me at deb@recordfamilyhistory.com or 343-235-2446. Let's make sure your family's photos, stories, and history are preserved beautifully and meaningfully for generations to come.